So what, are they blaming JD on this one? Not this one. So I'm going to take a wild guess and assume that the reason that this question is phrased this way is because they want to gin up some kind of division between JD Vance and Donald Trump. And I'm telling you, the only reason he would ever really step out of line is if he had something concrete. So here's where they say, what was JD Vance doing at Rupert Murdoch's ranch just before the Wall Street Journal dropped the Trump Epstein bombshell? And so the bombshell that they're referring to is that letter, the birthday card that was apparently written by Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein with some kind of strange lingo in it. So they're assuming that it was actually JD with that trip that he took to go see Rupert Murdoch. They're assuming that it was him who might have been the leak. Maybe JD shooting for the presidency? Not in this case. That's too cut and dry. Too on the nose.
Do you view Vice President JD Vance as your successor, the Republican nominee in 2028?
No, but he's very capable. I mean, I don't think that it, I think you have a lot of very capable people. So far, I think he's doing a fantastic job. It's too early. We're just starting.
But by the time you get to the midterms, he's going to be looking for an endorsement.
Now, don't get it twisted. JD Vance is on record as having stated that he wants the release of the Epstein files out there.
Everybody in politics has a vice that's much worse than alcoholism, is the way that I put it. But we
release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Now, you also have to take into consideration that the reason why this is not plausible is because the administration already knew about the trip. They already okayed it. Now, more than likely what happened was the Trump administration got wind of what Rupert Murdoch was going to release, and they decided to send JD to run defense. Maybe tell him to stop, let him know that if you pursue this information, then there is going to be a lawsuit coming down the pipeline. But he released it, and now you have to kind of wait and let the chips fall where they may. However, what I find very telling is how quickly we can change the subject. And that's really all Trump's followers wanted. They wanted him to stop speaking on the Epstein files so that they can move on. Why? Because their own followers were asking them, hey, why don't you talk to him and tell him to release the files? So now the new subject is Barack Hussein Obama. And hear this, it was worse than Watergate from what they say. And then, of course, that was followed up with Trump posting this AI video earlier on today. I'm going to play this with the audio off because it does play music. It's the YMCA song, and that's copyright. So here, this is the video. Even Charlie Kirk posting a little bit earlier saying Hunter Biden speaks like a vulgar, bitter drug addict because he is a vulgar, bitter drug addict. Very sad to see the son of a former U.S. president behave like this. It's just undignified and a national embarrassment. And you might be right, but the world isn't looking at Hunter Biden. Why? Because he's not in office. They just needed time because they know everyone's going to move on from the Epstein list and start discussing something else. So, because I do think that Trump was told, just stop speaking on this and people will move on, change the subject, and they'll talk about something else. So we're back at Russia, Russia, Russia now. And this is really getting the 24/7 kind of coverage. So here's the problem. If they could have arrested Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama even. Oh, and let me add Biden to that list as well. They definitely would have. The reason why they can't, or the reason why they haven't, is because they haven't found anything or won't find anything concrete. They might find things they don't like. They might find things to fuel their base. Throw some red meat to the wolves, as they put it. Does anyone actually genuinely think that Barack Obama, Mr. supposed deep state himself, is about to get arrested?
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I'm sorry, but this is just cover. Why? Just to move on from the Epstein list so that you stop asking about it. But that's just my opinion. What's yours? Whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, and I will see you again on the next one. Be easy, y'all.